and I'll already have this done, so I won't be doing this. I won't be doing this while I'm. I won't be doing this while I'm. This will already be done. This will be pre-done. So the 10 inches, 10 and a half, I'm going to go 5 1/4. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to mark my center. Then I'm going to use this template instead of me having to jack around with it. I'm going to use my front template, and I'm going to punch this right in the center of my stock. So when I pull it out of the fire, I can put my head stamp right there. So I'm not having to worry about where it is. So I'm going to be real religious about finding the center, making sure I'm where I need to be, and I'm going to mark it. And I'm going to come back here. This is all going to be done beforehand. So when I get there, this is already going to be done.
Fine. Can we get the bottom?
You bet, get out. So now, this dummy, I'm just gonna put my toe bend in it. Watch it. I'm just gonna put my toe bend in it. I'm gonna get it, and I've got that horse's foot in mind. And I've got to make sure this is where you got to just be a little more methodical. Not be stupid about it. Pay attention. I've got to get his toe right first. Some guys will bump, and when I set it in here, I'll use my hammer and I'll set it on my mark where that's in the center, and I'll stand it up, and then I'll make sure it's right, then I'll hit it. And then I'm not going to try to just rub out kill it, because when you do, you glance off of it and then you bend it or it goes different direction, so then you're kind of stuck. So I'm just gonna, since I don't have the heat, since I slowed down, I'm gonna go ahead and get some heat back in my shoe. One thing you can do right here is that toe's kind of blocky right there. I'm gonna open it up, just to open that toe up a little bit. I still want to be able to keep it open to my. So now then, for the front pattern, these toenails have got to be on the outside in that toe quarter. So if I've got them bent around too much, it's going to be too tight. So I got to really open this toe up and get my toe back in it. Now I've got my toe back in my shoe. I got some width. So now this is coming around my foot. And so there's a couple things, like really, if I had some more heat in it right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and, some people put their heels on first. Now I've got to pay attention right here. Get some oil on it so it doesn't get sticky. Drive it down through the center of stock. And come here, set it up, make sure you're straight, tap it. That way it's straight, you can see it's straight. Straight, once you get it in there, just slow down, because it'll bounce out and then you'll hit it and you'll mark your shoe up. Just stay hooked. Now that's gonna be, see how it's bent? Go ahead and take your shoe. Get it flattened back out. And I might go ahead, I still got enough heat in it, and it's not my tool, so I can wreck them. And I hit with the round side of my hammer so I don't glance off of there. Do that. I'm gonna go ahead and mark these, even though I'm not gonna punch them through. I keep it straight in line with the branch. All right, now then, I kind of got things starting to go my way. If I wouldn't have been talking, I'd have gone ahead and had those done. So I'm gonna throw this back in there. I'm gonna let her work on hers, and then I'm gonna go ahead and come punch it, hem it down. really I'd have been better off already having my heels on it, but like I say, it's not the end of the world. Still got to do it all. So right here, if you'll see these little circles on the back, that's where my drift is bottomed out. And so what I want to do, I want to come in there and I want to, before I pritchel, I want to hammer these all down, and that mashes that material back down in there, and it makes it easier for it to shear out. And if you're in Europe, the Europeans, they'll shear, they'll punch theirs at red heat, they'll do all kinds of crazy stuff, but I think you want to punch it at a dark in the black, it'll shear out a lot easier. And you want to just try to, it's easy to get creative and try to punch through this, you know, pritchel your nails and all that stuff, but I just punch them straight down the center, because you dang sure don't want to be too coarse, especially on a foot like this one. Yeah. If it fits, it'll be pretty close.
It's got to look good on the horse.
All right, girl, leave these tongs. But I think I can get a pretty good fit with this particular type of.
Tell me something you don't have to cut out any soil pressure.
Well, I'm gonna have to cut some soul pressure out for sure, because see, it's
Yeah, I
gonna,
was just wondering.
it's definitely gonna have some soul pressure if I don't take it out. Because if you notice, I didn't touch the bottom of his foot with anything but just with that brush. And that's why I'm not gonna just try to scorch him, burn him. Now see how this is a little straight? So I can do a couple things. I can take it over there and I can take it over there and I can.
You find this bad though?
No, well, for this deal, this has got to fit. This is too tight right here. So I'm gonna ask 50.
Huh?
MX 50. MX 50. Those nails over there on the.
Oh.
They're on the.
You want these little small ones right here?
But I think I can get a pretty good fit with this particular type of.
Tell me something you don't have to cut out any soil pressure.
Well, I'm gonna have to cut some soul pressure out for sure, because see, it's
Yeah, I
gonna,
was just wondering.
it's definitely gonna have some soul pressure if I don't take it out. Because if you notice, I didn't touch the bottom of his foot with anything but just with that brush. And that's why I'm not gonna just try to scorch him, burn him.